Hello.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the Limit of Adhesion. Gareth here. It's the start of season 11, Prime, round 1. Very excited to be broadcasting the race live commentary tonight. My name's Gareth. Joining me, as always, is Jules. Jules, how you doing?
Great. Yeah, not nervous at all for this new experience. We've done hundreds of the recorded ones, and no, this is new, completely new.
Yeah, very excited indeed. So, if you are watching, do send an 11 in chat to celebrate the start of season 11. And as you can see, we are at Interlagos in Brazil. And just coming to the end of the practice session now, before we get into qualifying.
Apparently,
35
you're very
cars.
quiet. I don't
Okay,
know if I am, but apparently you are quiet. So yeah, if there's any issues, just
let us
put
know.
in the chat.
Turn my gain up a bit then. Yeah,
Chat
so
is
35.
working, Chud. Just refresh your video, refresh YouTube because other people are chatting. I can see them chatting. Yeah, Mark says Gareth needs to be much louder. It's weird because I can hear Gareth, but maybe
Yeah,
I
I
need
can
to
hear him
up you.
fine.
Oh,
Yeah,
I hear
maybe that's
crunchy
what it is.
sounds. Yeah, we'll get it better for next time. This is
Yeah,
let
I
me
think it's your.
okay, I've upped you.
Cool. And I haven't got any sound of the street of the cars either, which doesn't help.
Is that any better? Can you hear Gareth now? Because I've upped him to max.
Yeah, do let us know if you can hear me now. Who are we looking at on stream? I see Mark Brown there in the green car, and that's Blake Tovey from the Formula Armour, isn't it? In the red and black.
Hang on a sec. There you go. So yeah, do you want to run through the practice as Blake's just disappeared? Practice
Yeah, there we
results.
go.
Hang on, let's just get the overall setting.
They're going to hear me a little better. So
Okay.
Alex Murphy on top of practice were 126.306. Rob Miller in second, 2/10 behind him. Then we got Tor Malarin, Jao Tome, Michael Messenger, Stephen Greening, Blake Tovey, Oliver Ettridge, Stephen Hurd, Gavin Kelly, rounding out the top 10. Then we got Zachary Leibold as top of the silver drivers. Julia Lee, lovely to see Julia back in the league, former champion in the Lotus 79. Then we got Ewan Mannanen, Merrin Tunkovin, Stephen Maxwell, David Ward, Chris White, and Daniel Bond, rounding out the numbers on the screen there. The cars are out on track now, as we can see, for qualifying. Looking a bit further back, then we see some of the bronze drivers. Mark Kelly, fastest of the bronze. You see drivers on screen there. So we've got Alex Murphy, Tor Malarin, waiting for people to set some times. And we're all on outlaps at the moment. Jules, can you
Yep.
give me some car noises? Not just like
Brum,
ram, ram.
brum.
Yeah.
I can hear car noises.
I can't hear car noises.
Well, you just have to imagine them in your head.
Oh, it's going to be so disconcerting, but I'll do my best. Yeah.
I could give you a
They're
track
not.
map.
Well, Stephen says he's not hearing any car sounds over. So
Okay, weird.
I think you do need to turn that monitor noise on again.
You should be getting my desktop audio.
Yeah, I'm not.
Then,
Yay, Ledge is in the house. He's hearing us both loud and clear. Thanks, Ledge. Car noises are also very quiet from Mr. Innes.
oh, but he can hear them. Is that better?
Well, I can hear that cars are making noise. I can't really hear them, he says. No, I can't hear any car noises at all.
Okay, well, you're not important.
Charming. Or maybe I'm imagining it.
It's probably too late now.
great new paint jobs from the Formula Armour team there. We're looking at Blake Tovey. Coming towards the end of the lap then.
Okay, apparently that's better. So just talk loud, and the cars are making the car sounds.
It's just me suffering with no car noises.
Yeah, no, it's a lot better. All right. So yeah, do you want to start? Obviously, Murphy's on a fast lap.
Obviously, well, I would say pink sector's obviously appearing because it is the first lap, but you can see, yeah, a 1:27 there for provisional pole at the moment for Mr. Murphy. Blake slotted in fourth, but then immediately smashed by Mannanen, and Greening's just gone ahead as well, and Messenger, so the times are coming in thick and fast, and the order is going to be changing all the time.
Driver's not really using the whole track there. They're all kind of bunched together. There's a big gap there, between Klein and Pepper.
Yeah, that kind of inevitable. We're seeing a few off-tracks popping up on the track map as well. So who are your pre-season favourites then, Jules, for all three of the splits then? We've got gold, silver and bronze once again then.
Well, Miller obviously is champion in the gold, so he'll be looking to get his second title in a row because he's waited so long for his first.
Yeah. Uncork the bottle now.
Yeah, Jiao was obviously bronze champion, and we moved him straight to gold, so he doesn't get a chance to win silver. I mean, there's a lot of llamas in the silver, so I think it might go to one of the llamas.
Yeah, that's quite a good possibility, isn't it? Obviously, Blake up there in gold, as he should be, because he's a very, very quick man indeed. Good evening to Steve Pepper. Thanks for feedback on the sound. Good to hear that you can hear the engine now as well as us too. Thanks for that, mate.
Yeah, just need to improve the resolution a bit, but they say the first one is going to be the teething one.
Yeah. Stephen Hurd showing up there high up. Oh, looks like he's got an off track now. But he's new to Prime, isn't he? So yeah, welcome to you, Stephen.
That's right.
Normally
yep.
TCR peddler, but he's obviously showing quite fast pace here in Prime.
Yep, Ettridge only with 3/10 off of Murphy so far. Murphy has gone quicker.
Yeah, it's a good opening lap for Mr. Ettridge.
And nice to see Mr. Greening back as he slots up there into third place.
Yeah, and how often will he race? Obviously, we're talking about Alex there on provisional pole, but he is telling us that he won't be available for the whole season. So we'll have to see how he gets on when he does appear, or whether he just miraculously manages to make a lot more rounds than he's threatening to.
Yeah, that's normally what happens, isn't it?
Yeah. Good evening to Daniel Bond. Nice to see you in chat, mate. Hope you're well.
Sorry, Gavin.
No worries. Shep's holding up Kelly there. Oh yeah, we have some new drivers joining just the last couple of days. A couple of rookies in the Cocos.
Yep, nice to see them on board. That's Frank and forget his sibling's name. I assume siblings. Oh, big spin. Round goes Mr. Murphy. Oh, that was nearly a collision with the car cutting across behind him there.
Switch it on to exciting mode. Apparently, most exciting is this guy here.
Alex is still just the most exciting. He's tucked up behind a Formula Armour there. Be Mark Kelly or Mr. Bond.
Welcome back, Russell Bright.
Yeah, lovely to see Russell back in the LOA. He's been absent for the last few rounds of season 10. Here he's back in the league. There's Mr. Maxwell in the very, very stripy car, I believe.
Yeah, that's just to punish Merrin for doing it last minute again with his liveries. He should have a Wizards livery on, but they haven't applied it because Merrin only just did it.
Right.
So anyone can top Murphy, do you think? I haven't seen a decent lap time from Mr. Miller yet. Is he on one?
assume he's out on track right now.
Oh, there's one of the risky cars. That they should have called it a Red Bull shit, I feel, because they've got a Mercedes which Rob's driving, and then you've got Greening and a Messenger here in a fake Red Bull.
I think they've done a fabulous job with this. I love the way the slope flips into where the bull is normally on the engine cover. It's genius.
It's nice.
We won't say anything
about now second.
Won't say anything about the rear wing though, right?
No, let's try not to look at the rear wing. It's very close there at the top.
Yeah, surprisingly tight.
Well, Miller has done a lap, so he's up in there in 11th place. Expect he will go a lot faster than that.
Yeah. So Zachary Leibold still currently fastest of the silvers, then ahead of David Ward and the newer Mannanen, Chris White, and then Daniel Bond. John Cook a bit further down, and expect a faster lap from him at some point. And we've got Shep as well, Henry Shepherd coming across from TCR, and also the winner obviously of the Lakes karting race as well. So he's making his debut into Prime, so it'd be good to see what he can do. He's just banged a turn, isn't he? He's just jumped up. Where have we gone? No, he's still down there.
Looking at just a second covering the top like 17 or 18 cars there.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I find that these cars are quite easy to get on top of quite quickly, so there should be less gaps than like last season. Malaren is only a 10th of Murphy, and Miller has improved. He's now up to 3rd.
As you'd expect from Malaren and Miller there.
Yeah, Malaren will complain that he's slow and he doesn't like the car, and then he'll go and pop it into the top 3.
Does he like any cars? He just learns about all of them these days.
No. I've been saying to him, he's just very negative at the moment about anything. So Mark Kelly is currently fastest of the bronze, with Klein and then Winslade in 3rd.
Yeah. Now, I had my pre-season prediction for bronze was that it would be between Mark Kelly and Mark Winslade. It looked like a bit of a collision at the back there, just we cut away from it. Yeah, I think those two are probably going to be the fastest of the bronze drivers, but I'm expecting good performances from the likes of Rich Meesters, Chris Forrester, got Steve Pepper down there as well, James Pepper as well, all pretty quick pedallers.
Yeah, and then in silver currently we have Mannanen, followed by Leibold and then Ward. So no Lama at the top, but we have Lamas in 2nd and 3rd. And 4th.
So Mannanen has just picked Leibold then, because Leibold was on provisional silver pole before that.
Indeed.
Yeah, shame we haven't got Mr. Forrester here actually, as well as.
It would have been nice to have 2 McLaren on the grid there. You all right?
Yeah.
Qualifying is very shortly going to be over, as Julia has just leapt up into 2nd place. Messenger also less than a 10th of Murphy. Great stuff.
It's a
Miller
very
have any
different
time to improve. Hopefully he's on a fast run.
Julia was just so dominant in the Lotus 79 season, and also very quick in the Formula 4. So I'm not surprised to see her being quick here in the Super Formula Light, because quite a similar car to the Formula 40. So
yes, a lot of people say it's like the Formula 4, but even more stable. As Miller finally
there he goes,
lifts himself to the top.
New PB from Malaren, staying in 3rd. Any response here from Murphy? We'll have to wait and see.
Let's have a look at Miller. How's he doing in the Mercedes? I think he's got the BMW badge on the front.
It's a great livery though, I have to say.
Oh yeah, it's a great job. I'm sure it took them about 10 minutes as usual. Sporting that number 1. Will he still have that at the end of the season? Right.
Yeah, I think he's uncorked something now. He's got that all-important first title under his belt, because he's been rapid across so many of our seasons, the Skippy, the Formula Renault, the Formula 4, the Lotus, anything he drives is fast. So yeah, now he's uncorked that bottle and got that championship under his belt. I think he's on for a few more.
Just saw Hurd went quickest, improved. Didn't actually move for many places though. Running the Iron Brew livery.
Yeah, I like it.
I like it.
I like it, and he runs that in TCR as well.
There's a lot of drivers in the pits now, probably because they're probably calling it a night for Chloe, because they will have to go back out again with a lot of fuel and cold tyres, so they're not going to have time to improve. So imagine anybody in the pits now is going to be there or lower than they currently are.
They are finished, so we're waiting then for the last couple of laps to come in.
Mannanen is improving. See where he is. Just heard a crash. Okay, Mannanen is parked. Kelly is improving in one sector. That might not be enough. Maxwell just finishes the last sector with a new fastest sector. But he's down in 18th.
Nice to see the 7-Up Jordan livery applied to the Super Formula Light. Works very well.
I like this livery. It reminds me of like the old Renault liveries from, I don't know, was it 2009 when Alonso was driving them?
That's right. Yeah, the ING liveries. Yeah, no, it's really nice. Yeah, Steve's done a great job on these. And I like the purple and silver Formula Armour as well. I'm quite partial to that with the separating stripe down the centre of the car to separate the two cars. That was quite fiddle to do.
Are you checking the comments? Is anybody saying much?
Yeah, there's lots going on. Everyone's very excited for the race. And we see that Ledge, he has the opposite problem. Everything he drives is slow. Don't worry, Ledge. We know you're good in the NASCAR, mate.
So that's it. Qualifying is sticking to the end. So anybody on a lap can finish, but
Miller's
nobody can start
now.
a lap. Yeah, he thinks he's done enough. He's just less than a tenth ahead of Murphy.
I was going to say Murphy has improved there. Not quite enough. Messenger's finished. He's into the pit lane. Just see Russell Bright there behind James Pepper.
See Bright, where is he?
13th, is that? Oh, big spin. Klein just
oh dear.
A huge one.
He's still out.
That's the thing with this car though, isn't it? It's got enormous front grip, but when it goes, it's always from the back and then just into a huge pile up in the barriers.
So that is qualifying, I think, pretty much over.
Great stuff. So we're going to take a look at the grid and get them on the grid and racing. Such a brilliant track to have our opening round on. We had the opening round for the IndyCar here last season as well.
Yeah, it's a great track.
Random chance this time.
It was, yeah, a random chance. We were hoping it wouldn't be Mount Panorama, Bathurst.
Yeah.
Just because, it's nice to have a few more drivers getting around the first lap, but we'll see what happens.
I am saddened Long Beach isn't on here. That was the opening race for the Lotus 79. That was absolutely mental.
Well, yeah. It's because it's Long Beach.
Yeah, but in a car that we're all struggling to drive.
Yeah, but that carried on most of the season.
Yeah, true.
Oh, we still got one. We've got Parker. Is Parker gonna move up the order?
Are you gonna put the big fancy timing grid on?
I will when it comes up. No, Parker didn't improve, so he is now in the pits. It will come up. It will come up when it wants to.
Is it an automated? Is it?
It's an automated thing. I can show it, but it won't appear until iRacing says, yeah.
Maybe if we all spam the chat with "show us the grid."
Here we go. It worked.
So we got Rob Miller on pole ahead of Alex Murphy, Tor Malarin and Michael Messenger taking up the second row. Zhao Tomei and Blake Tovey, that's a very exciting third row as well. Julia Lee on her return, is in P7 ahead of Ollie Ettridge. Then we've got Stephen Hurd, Stephen Greening. Oh, and all Stephen Rowe. Stephen, just
It's a lot of
coming.
Stevens.
Yep, Don Parker and Ewan Mannanen there. Then we've got Russell Bright in P13 ahead of Stephen Maxwell, Merrin Hoogovin, Mark Kelly, Philip Miles, Gavin Kelly, Daniel Bond. Is that pole for silver, I think? Zachary Leibold alongside him. Then we've got David Ward and 3 llamas there. Jacob Klein, Pavel Kuzmarek, Chris White down in 24th.
Keep going.
Then we've got Henry Shepherd, Gareth Winslade, Mark Brown, James Pepper, Peter McIntyre, Rich Meesters, Steve Pepper, John Cook, Frank Cocco, Kevin Cocco, and Matt Pierce at the back of the grid.
And that is the grid.
That is a monster grid, though, isn't it?
I believe Rob and Alex are on the grid, so we've got the front row sorted.
Yeah.
Cars going all the way around the corner.
That's such a brilliant sight. Thank you guys for doing that. We're getting lots of show us the grid in the chat. I love it.
So,
Oh, and we've got a Mr. Chowcraft in the chat as well. Nice to see you, mate. Missing you from the racing.
is it Chowcraft or Chowglock?
Chowglock, definitely. Seconds counting down then.
Oh, the revs are up.
Bear in mind, I can't hear the sound, so yeah. Cars are rolling now. Here we go. We're racing at Interlagos Prime, Season 11, Round 1. As Miller leads them down into T1. Murphy challenging round the outside, and there's Malarin coming with them. They keep it together nicely, the 3 of them through there. Are still winding their way through the Senna S and on to...
Oh, we're going 3 wide.
Yeah, here we go then. Malarin to the inside as they head up to Lake Descent. And he's done it. He's into the lead.
Typical Malarin.
Miller forced out wide, slightly onto the curb, and that's allowed Murphy through, and he's, well, retained his P2. Miller can shuffle all the way down from the pole.
Yeah, they're all squabbling behind, but Malarin is a little look for them, Alex there, but thinks better of it.
Yeah, we've got Tome just behind them in P4 as well, and we've got an enormous pile-up going on. That's not good. That's Mannanen in the 7-Up car. We've got a Formula Llama facing the wrong way on the grass. Look at the timing tower is going absolutely ballistic there. Greening in the pits, Mannanen in the pits, Hoogovin in the pits, Chris White's in the pits, Julia Lee's in the pits as well.
Just a little bit.
Lots of drivers showing red as they lose positions.
It was a substantial
Well,
note,
what
guys.
happened? Like, it looked like you were
Yes.
through and then all of a sudden you snapped
So as
into
they
me.
come up to complete the lap then, we've got Malarin
It looked like
trying
you've got, like, a
to...
purple
He's under
car on your face,
attack, I
and
beg
then,
your pardon, from Murphy. Murphy round the outside using the slipstream.
Hey, done.
Round the outside of
my car.
T1 as well.
He's done it.
Inside lap T2, and he's into the lead.
Although Malarin's going to have a huge slipstream down the straight.
Yeah, and Tome is actually putting Miller under pressure as well. Look at them all.
Trying to break the toe.
The toe. Yeah. We've got Tove there, Messengers in the hunt as well. Here comes Ettridge in the Mercedes.
Tony body.
Miller wide again in T4. So we were bigging up his driving after the championship, and it's slightly unravelled a little bit in the first opening laps of this race.
That's a long way to go. Still in 3rd.
Yeah.
We'll look further down the grid. Remember, you can... Oh, bit of a dive there from Winstade. It gets the job done on Maxwell.
Yeah, nice move there. Bit opportunistic. I wonder if Maxwell's had damage from that opening collision. He's fighting it back on the outside.
Winstade is currently leading gold, so I guess that
bronze,
Kelly must have... Sorry, bronze. Kelly must have been caught up in that initial incident.
Yeah.
Tome
Yeah,
under
Winstade
attack
went
here from
huge
Tove.
up.
Well, Winslade's falling down the order. What's happened to Winslade?
Oh, he's there. Having a little...
Oh, we've cursed him. He was leading. Bronze.
All that excitement. Oh, and he's right at the back
He's
now.
now like
That's,
last of the people that didn't die.
Yeah. Tove setting the fastest lap still fighting with Tomei. Looks like Tomei's just stayed ahead.
Battle here between Klein and Pepper.
Yeah, James Pepper
Center
now.
S.
And these guys are these bronze leaders now. Then.
They are, yeah. And Miller has got past Malari.
Oh, I wonder what happened there then. Hopefully, well, I don't know how much replays we're going to get, but yeah, he must have.
Oh,
got his,
wide.
Who's that going very wide there? Coco's
Still battling. Look at this. It's still side by side, Tove and Tomei. I have some replays I can show you.
Very cool.
There's too much action at the moment. So
well, let's stay with it until it calms down a bit.
Yeah, we've got Pepper in a battle with White here. Oh, nearly gets collected by Coco.
Nice reinterpretation of the old Vodafone McLaren livery that
Indeed.
McLaren running this season. And then we've got the sort of current livery, which is one that Frank Coco's running. Coco or Coco? You have to let us know.
Yeah. Oh, Mercedes making a move up the inside of Tove as Zhao is on the outside as well.
Yeah. There was nearly contact there through. Yes.
I think they get away with it.
And that was tight as, wasn't it?
Oh, well, the bad exit for Etch, which is going to mean he's under attack from Messenger here. Oh, I did ask the drivers to add profile pictures, so they are coming through, but some of them are a bit big, so I might have to edit them.
Okay.
Also, some of them are very silly. Have you seen Alex's?
I haven't seen Alex's yet.
Let's have a look at Alex.
Don't go right, don't go right.
Oh dear.
Copy, thank you.
Edridge is very wide
I've
out of
broken
T4 as he completed the move on Messenger.
Dom has decided to go for a very cooling aero package there.
Yeah.
It's missing all of the engine cover, look.
I thought that was just the new sort of two-tone. The Stupid Aguris are kind of like that BAR livery where
they are, but no, you can definitely see the engine.
Yes.
Okay, so I got a replay of that first incident.
Let's take a look at that then. So here we are coming through the fast right, double right. Julia Lee on the inside, around she goes. And then Mannanen on top there in the 7-up, steady boy. It's all got a bit crazy from there.
Yeah.
On board with Hugavin then. You can't see it happening, can you? On board, just see the car slowing down, dive to the inside, already into reverse. That's very
yeah, and that was greening on his roof there. So what about lap 5 already of this race?
Yeah, it's going rapidly.
Right, tell me if there's anybody you want to look at, then just direct me. Otherwise, I'm looking for the fights.
Yep, okay.
So we've got Pepper and Klein, and then another Pepper, top 3 for bronze. Ward currently leaves Shepherd and White in silver.
Well, we've got a good battle here between Henry Shepherd in the red and black car there, and Philip Miles just behind him.
Let's have a look what we're seeing from Shepherd.
Running across the livery. Yeah, looking back at him, we should get a good run.
If he gets a good exit out of this corner here.
Yeah, this is Young Sal.
Oh, he takes it. It looks like he got a decent one.
See what happens then. Stay with it up to T1.
Here he
I
comes.
can't get out of it.
Yeah, it's crazy, isn't he? Engage shark noises. Dun, 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 dun.
Is he going to have a look, or is he yeah, he's happy to sit behind for now.
Yeah, doesn't feel like he's close enough.
Mistis is quite close to Pepper.
There's Rich Meesters, yeah, closing on Steve Pepper he's the leader of the Camels, obviously.
See how people are doing for lap times. So currently Murphy is fastest. There's only a handful of drivers in the 27s at the moment. Looks like Coco going wide there. It's going to open them up to attack.
Yeah, he's got Daniel Bond behind him. Silver driver against a bronze and a rookie at that, so we should expect a move happening quite soon. Daniel's obviously very respectful. Next one run wide.
He's through. He's going to have the inside for the next corner. Yep.
Comfortably through. And it's going to be John Cook's turn behind. He's
Indeed.
closing in as well.
Currently up front, Murphy is chased by Miller. They have slightly dropped Malaren.
Yeah, Miller's recovering well now. Look, he's carrying lots of speed there through the centre S.
Hurd gets a move done on Messenger. Nicely done.
Yeah, that is good. He's shown very well indeed for his first round. Disturbing profile picture.
Yes. I don't think this is what Teamon had when he suggested that I opened this up for drivers to add their profile pictures, but fair enough.
No.
Oh,
that is someone who's missing.
That's an interesting line. That's the Verstappen line he's just stuck there.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Teeman said he couldn't make this one, couldn't he? So hopefully he makes a return for round 2.
Yeah, I saw him in the test races, so hopefully. Are you reading chat? Just remember to... Okay, good. Just in case we need to answer any of their questions, because I'm not getting it. I can't see it. I have to switch to another screen.
You need more screens. Yeah.
Well, it's just
Nice.
OBS is saying that it's still disabled because it was broken earlier and all. So it'll work next time. I'll be able to see it on my broadcast screen.
Cool. Nice to see Matt Pearce in the comments. Hope you're enjoying the stream, mate.
Cool.
Got some racing going on here then between Daniel Bond
Meesters
and
and Bond.
Meesters.
Yeah.
Bond's siphoning his way up through the order.
Certainly recovering. New personal best. There's a good exit here from Meesters. He's going to get a good toe. As Malaren does a personal best.
You know, person
Yeah,
this time,
Frank had a
Daniel.
really good run through the corner there. He's carried good speed through there.
Coco's going to
That's
attack
his
here as well.
chances. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, he had a really good run out of Young Sal.
Yeah, I wasn't listening to you, sorry.
Nothing changed in the 30 odd years we've known each other.
I'm doing like about 6 things at once, you know.
Yeah. I'm very
Yes, he does make the move. Nice move by Frank Coco there on...
Sorry about that, Mark. Completely broke myself
Yeah,
down,
that was a
mate.
great
Bit
move.
left to say, I'm sorry, mate.
So up front we have Alex Murphy from Rob Miller from Tour Malaren, Blake Tovey and Zhao Tomei rounding out the top 5. We're looking at Mark Brown here in the Tenacious Tortoises. Has Mark got a team? I don't think he's got a team.
He doesn't,
yet,
so
has he?
he's just a tenacious tortoise,
Yes.
not a pair of tortoises.
Well, will he become Tour Tie?
He might be. I mean, he'd need a teammate first, probably.
Yes. Don't know if Mark is interested in having a teammate, but if he is, do ping in the chat line on Discord maybe. If you are short of a teammate. So Stephen Hurd chasing down Messenger. I've already passed Messenger.
He must have got back past.
Yeah.
I mean, it's quite hard to follow. There's so many cars. I mean, there's 15 more than there is on an F1 grid, so you know, can't blame us.
Yeah. Clayton saying Llama versus Camel, yep, which is what we always want to see. Hello to Law Addict in the chat.
Oh, Russell Bright has had an incident.
Yeah, he's
He's just
recovering
dropped
there.
in a few places. I believe I have a replay of that.
So he is coming into T1.
No slots, no glory.
Yeah, cuts the grass. A little dink into the wall, but I think it was just
Probably got away with that.
Yeah. Great new livery for the No Slots, No Glory. I know you prefer it in the red to the orange on Winslow's car.
Yes, I do. It's all action here. This car's a nose to tail. That one's pushing him round the corner. That's given the opportunity there to James at the
What a
inside.
move by Pepper. That's so opportunity.
Oh,
Frank's
no!
gone round.
He's gone around.
Oh, big shame there for Frank Coco. He made a great move the lap before. Has he got damage?
It looks like it. That front left is not happy, is it?
Yeah, that's not right, is it? And it's not rotating, so hopefully he can limp it back to the pits.
Stablemate action into T1.
Yeah. So Hurd has fallen behind Ettridge now. And Ettridge trying to make a move on Messenger. No love lost between these two, obviously.
No, I
as
mean,
well.
they're all riskies, aren't they? So they'll hate each other.
Yeah. Millar and Tove both showing red on the tower as they're taken off track. So let's check in on the silver action. We've got David Ward currently leading the silver, and Henry Shepherd is currently P2, and Chris White in third. Then we've got the recovering Daniel Bond in fourth, and then John Cook, who has just gone past James Popper. Oh no, they
Just went back past, yeah.
Yeah, should we switch to them then, because it looks like they're having a bit of a battle.
Yeah, I can do that. No problem. Whoa!
Here we go then. Wow, that was close.
Well, it wasn't close. That was touching.
Yeah, and that's allowing Matt Pearce to... Whoa!
Snake his way past.
Move. Yeah, great move there. Gets past John. John had to take a little bit of reaction, but I think all good. And we've got Peter McIntyre there just behind them. So another llama and camel battle shaping up here. Exciting stuff. Lots of drivers setting PBs there. David Ward.
Have a look at the lap times.
Ward.
So the drivers will have to pit. We haven't really spoke about that yet, have we?
No, that's true. Oh, new fast lap for Miller as well, look.
Yeah, although it's very close. Also, Tove and Murphy are in the same ballpark there. Yeah, so they have enough fuel to do about 80% of the race, I think it is. So they could pit after 20%, or they could pit after 80%, and anywhere in between. So, as long as you can survive the opening laps, if you get damage, it shouldn't hinder you too much. And if you get stuck behind someone you can't pass, then you might consider pitting, and then lapping on your own to try and jump them in the pits.
Yeah. I've just noticed in the chat, Ducky has said good luck Winslade. I've got a sneaky suspicion that might be Dylan, my son. Nice to have you on board, Dills.
Oh, we've got some action up here.
David Klein and Russell Brightler.
New fastest lap for Murphy, almost equalled by Miller and Malarin.
Yeah.
It's definitely a two-horse race though at the start. Oh, Klein's gone wide.
Oh. Well held though, he doesn't spin it like Winslade earlier. Dan says, boys, this is great so far. Enjoying the live viewing. Thanks, mate. Really appreciate it. Glad that everyone's enjoying it. Ducky confirmed as Dills.
I mean, if this works, it's great because it's so much less work for me to do than like recording everything and putting it all together in Resolve. So yeah. Plus, we'll be doing it next week again, won't we? Because we've got to do the sprint. So we'll be doing the TCRs at Barber.
Yeah, we've got a nice battle shaping up just behind Matt and John here. Sorry, behind Matt and James, John and Peter were looking very close indeed. You can just see them behind. And here we've got Frank Cocco, and that's Hugavin, is it?
Yeah, we've got Hugavin just being lapped, actually, just slotting in behind the leader.
Yeah.
And we've got Pepper, Pearce and Cook are all quite close together.
Yeah, some great racing up and down the field then. Miller's nearly a second behind Murphy now.
Yeah, you get a toe that back. You do get a toe that far back. Imagine he's going to be wanting to... Sorry.
No, it's fine, yeah.
I was going to say he wants to probably be consistent and... Oh.
He's just taken 6/10 out.
I was going to say, he's not a second behind anymore, is he? He's like right on him.
There he is, yeah.
In fact, he's looking around the outside.
As we go through Lake Descent then, Miller running wide again then. I wonder how many off-tracks he's had so far.
Hugevin is actually back past. He had been lapped. He's repassed Murphy, so that's probably why we're seeing Miller 2/10 off Murphy's tail.
Yeah, I wonder if Murphy made a mistake then to get allowed Hugevin to zoom through. We've got Greening just behind as well. Yeah, Hugevin lets him back through.
Another camel there. That would be Clayton's teammate in the cherry pickers, Pete McIntyre. Clayton,
Yep.
who is currently watching the Masters.
He's in the chat, I think, as well.
In this race, he's not in this race because he's watching the Masters.
Yes, but he's in the chat right now. So
Oh.
that's good news. Oh,
Some bodywork there coming off of Ettridge.
Ettridge into the pit lane. Was that half his wing just fell off?
Yeah.
You're being told off for saying McIntyre was another camel. He's not a camel, he's a llama.
Llama, camel, it's interchangeable, isn't it?
Oh,
They all
gosh.
hang out together. I told you, I'm doing 6 things at once. Brain is
This is
rather
true.
taxed.
Yeah.
My apologies, Pete. You're a llama.
Here's David Ward then, the Nebulama, and still leading Silver Split and up into the top 10. Big lock up sale. Mark Brown just being passed by Winslade in T1 then.
Yeah, Winslade recovering, who obviously was practically last after, like, was it lap 2 or something? So he's making progress.
And catching up onto the back of that, that's the James Pepper, Matt Pearce, John Cook group.
Here is James Pepper.
Here he is, yeah. John Cook in his wheel tracks. This is a great corner, just to hang on to the car around. Get it slowed down for the oh so slow corners here. The Pico de Pato, the Duck's Peak.
Oh, look, Winslade can see them. They are tantalisingly close.
Yeah, indeed.
So he can see the podium in front of him. He's up to 5th
Yeah,
in bronze.
Coming
Meanwhile,
nicely.
Wardy is completely imperiously marching to silver victory at the moment. Nearest rival is Shep, about 5 seconds behind him.
You have upset a lot of animals, by the way.
I mean,
I'm not going to fight you too hard, Phil. You still get some dude I'll follow you.
it's inevitable.
Rich says this means war, and no camels are better. They're certainly better at spitting, and if you ever read Terry Pratchett, they're the best at maths. Oh, is that mistake there by Pierce then? They were swapping places, James and Matt, to massage Matt through, but Matt's just made the error, so now James is under attack from John Cook, who got Peter McIntyre just behind as well, and Matt's now at the back of this train with Winslade and Mark Brown hooning onto the back of them as well.
This is where the action is.
Yeah, this is getting very busy indeed. Glancing at the top of the tower, we can see it's still a second between Murphy and Miller. Now they've made their way through the traffic, and there we go. New fastest lap for Murphy.
Oh, Kelly just said something.
Oh, and a mistake there
That's
for
Ward.
David Ward from the lead, and that's allowed Shepherd through. Shepherd now leading silver. Here comes the Mercedes of Ettridge after his early pit stop with losing a bit of bodywork. We've got Russell Bright coming up behind as well. Obviously those two are in gold though. So the next car that Ward needs to worry about is Daniel Bond.
Indeed.
Some action here, Jacob Klein going up against Mr. Bond, who we just mentioned.
Getting
Nice
that down.
racing between these.
We've still got a battle back here with these llamas and
Yeah, so-
camels and Winslade.
Yeah, so we've got Matt is now making a move here on Peter McIntyre.
So Winslade wants to follow him through. Has he done that? He has.
Yeah, oh, someone was falling off the track there as well. Was it Jacob Klein falling
Yes,
down the
yes. Saw that.
Yeah, so Winslade has got through, and then that's Daniel.
Daniel Bond dropping back.
Yeah, so Bond make a mistake. Oh, did they collide then? Because Klein and Bond were fighting.
You're right, yeah, they were.
I wonder if we had a little collision. Yeah, so Winslade just taking advantage then, shooting his way up the order a bit. Still got to get past Matt Pierce ahead. And then obviously John and then James. Who else are we looking for? Well, Rich Meester's look, he's currently leading bronze and he's ahead of James and several seconds up the road actually, so just crossed the line now. 1:29.1 for Rich and a 29.0 for James. 29.9 for John. 28.8 for Winslade and Matt with a personal best as well. 28.4. Got a replay here then of the Bond Klein incident.
Lock up for Klein.
Up.
And a bit of netcode there, it looked like, but yeah, both of them stopped in the middle of the track.
So that's two drivers based in the States racing on a European server there, hence the netcode. Well, the US is such a vast country, so you can get netcode based on two drivers from different coasts.
Indeed.
It's right into the back of Pierce now. This train's getting closer and closer.
Ettridge in the pits. Is that his second time?
Yes, it is. He came in after the losing his wing.
Oh, that's a bit of a that's a bit of a move from far back. And who's that in the barrier there? Is that another of the Cocos? I think it was a Coco.
I think it's a Coco in the barrier. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's a very unhappy looking car.
Yeah. Don't like to see that. Yeah, it looked like lookups are plenty once they're diving to the inside, and he's forced his way through. Green is looking a bit slow. Replay what happened to Ettridge then.
Oh, this I think might be Coco up ahead.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Well, that would be why the car's not very happy looking. He
Yes.
got mounted by Ettridge after he lost it. And this is obviously Greening and Hugevin who were caught up in those incidents in the first lap, with Greening ending up on his roof.
And you're saying can't wait for them to hire a netcode specialist. Yeah, I think they do need it, don't
We
they?
need Dave. We need Dave Lime.
Yeah. his first order of business will be banning everyone from saying netcode.
Saying netcode.
Doesn't like it being called netcode. So Matt Pierce back ahead of Winslade then.
The fastest lap for Miller, as he seeks to try and close that gap again.
Yeah, back under 1 second. That's good to see. Now, Pete McIntyre said he doesn't like this car, doesn't he? But he's showing very strongly indeed, doing great pace.
He is, indeed.
Good battle here between Hugevin and Messenger. Green, beg pardon, showing what might have been.
Indeed.
And is that Tomei tucked up behind them?
Yeah,
Oh,
wanting to lap them.
Yeah, Hugevin goes off track, nearly loses the car there on the Astro.
Screening back through, and still Xiao has not been let through. Stablemate of Hugevin there as well.
Yeah, true.
McIntyre's entering the pits, so it's an early stop, but it's in the window. So taking tyres? No. The idea is probably not to take tyres because they take too long to warm up.
Shots fired here. Clayton saying, just hit the apex, dude. Friendly fire.
Well, I mean, there is a well-known term, llama side. Clay knows all about that. Another fastest lap from Miller. He is really, really turning the screw there.
Yeah, PB from Murphy though, so he is responding to that pressure.
And we've got Tove all over the back of Malarin here.
Yeah, so Tove looking to
Oh.
snatch a podium.
Hugevin seems to be out.
You see in the background there, Tome getting past Greening.
So replay here.
Oh.
Another one. Oh, okay. So Greening was put on his roof earlier. Hugevin has now been repaid the favour.
Yes. That would have been a bit uncomfortable.
Have the animals calmed down yet? Nope, they are all fine.
No one comments on the upside down car in the background. There's too many cars.
Now you know how Crofty feels.
Yeah, but he gets paid $1 million for it.
He does get paid a lot of money. He should be better.
Yeah.
So you see that is miles past Shepherd.
Yeah, but Shepherd still leading Silver Split, and he's got, well, Ward's just taken a second out of him actually. It was 5 seconds before we were looking at the Hugevin incident, so Ward is on a
Their
charge
last lap
here.
time. So personal best Kelly and Maxwell. Shepherd 28.5, Ward 28.5. So last lap was even Stevens, but
Interesting.
yes, he has reduced it.
It's under 4 now. Pedal harder, Shep.
Let's just check who's had pit stops. Yeah, so as we noticed, Ettridge has had 2 from some incidents.
Yeah, we've got Leibold, White, Bond. There's Shep coming in. Early stop. Winslade's been in. Bond's been in. Cook. So that's interesting because Winslade was up behind Pierce and Pepper, and he's now pitted. I wonder if we're. Oh, huge lockup for James Pepper into T1 there.
Keeps it going, that.
Yeah,
And then
Matt
come under
Hudson.
pressure onto the straight.
Almost take avoiding action. Who's that coming out the pit lane then?
It's 333. Is that Shep? Yeah.
Yeah, it's Shep. Yeah. Sometimes it's hard to
Zach
tell
there.
between the Tove's Formula Armour livery and Shep's red and black. Leibold.
Zach's
Covered in
running
beans.
Yeah, he's covered in beans.
Absolute filth.
It's better than bees.
Doing battle with Mark Brown there.
Yep, looks to be getting
Still
away.
good.
Okay, so the battles have calmed down a bit. There's not too many cars too close. So Pepper, I think, is the closest, with Pierce right on his tail.
Yeah. But that's silver and bronze. Greening's gone into the pits as well.
Yeah, they are silver and bronze. Remember, they are also all competing for gold. So the top 20 gets points in gold overall.
Very true, yeah.
And then the top 10 of each split silver and bronze.
So while the action's lulled a little bit, why don't you tell everyone about the season format, because it's a bit of a change this time.
Oh, you mean the controversial change?
Yes.
Well, where I spin a wheel like half an hour before the race, and it's one of the pool of tracks. Yeah, some people like it, some people don't. Some are ambivalent. But yeah, we've got 14 tracks and 10 races. So 4 of those tracks won't be used, but it just means that people are less able to practice during the week, and so they turn up and they have an hour to practice on the night, and then quali, and then race. And I think aside from lap 1, we've had pretty clean, competitive racing.
Yeah.
So
Hard to argue.
you're on, Claire. It's a great idea, and it's amazing. Don't worry, I won't be doing it for the other 2 series.
Yeah, we've got Sprint coming up soon in the TCR, and then Endurance is GT3 this season.
So yeah, we've got TCR Barber, and then Imola for the GT3s. So you can sweat all you want on those 2 series, but my one is arrive and drive.
Yeah, and I think it's working quite well, I must admit.
Well, so far so good. It's quite an easy track, but we'll see.
James Pepper now into the pit lane then.
He is.
White is in as well.
Again, I mean, the closest gaps are the two leaders, really. Murphy, Miller, and Malarin, Tove.
And James has just taken tyres. Notice that.
You may have done it by mistake. You may need them. I think most people are saying you didn't want tyres because you lose seconds while they heat up.
Yeah.
And
yeah, definitely was up in the stands.
People were finding at the end of a stint, like they've still got about 60-70% left. So
yeah, and we've only got another 8 laps of this race. So
at max, yeah. I mean, the time and iRacing being stingy with the session length might draw it to a close a bit earlier.
That's true.
Who has pitted and who hasn't? I think most people have pitted by now.
I think we're getting to that point, aren't we? Yeah. Do you want to bring up the pit window? Yeah,
All right. No, we still have some messengers pitting. So
oh,
Kelly, yeah, the top few still haven't.
Yeah, I think some people. Oh, look at that big group just gone in then. Maxwell, Miles, Bright, Ward, all in at the same time.
We're getting to the end of the fuel tank.
Yes, yeah. Does that mean Ward? Oh, so yeah, Ward would have jumped Shepherd obviously because Shep's pitted earlier.
Yeah, no, Ward is on the exit now, so
let's keep an eye on that. Then Shep's gone through the pit lane.
He's gone through,
there he is.
And there's Ward coming out. So the chase is on.
So that is the battle for silver victory.
Well, Zach has stopped as well, so he's now jumped Ward.
Yeah, good point. It's gone very wrong for Ward now then.
Well, I mean, he's right with him, so the battle is on.
Murphy, Miller, and Malarin and Toby in. Yeah.
They're all quite close, so might just have a quick look at that. There's all 4 of them in the same shot.
I just saw a lollipop man pick his nose.
Well, you know, I don't feed him. Murphy away first, Miller out. No problems there. Yep, they've come out the same way that they came in. Same order.
Yeah, that's boring, isn't it? No changes there then. Hurts in. And Tomei.
McIntyre is all over the back.
I'm pitting Russell.
Yeah, I mean, these two have been very close all race. Yeah, I'll say McIntyre's showing a really good turn of pace in this car. He's in the bottom split, obviously, but he's fast and consistent. He's doing really well. I did enjoy the game of guess the llamas from the photo the other day on the Discord. That was good fun.
Yeah, although you weren't very good at it.
Do you know, the weird thing is, right, and when I first saw it and I saw the moustache, I was like, oh, that's Bond. That's got to be Bond. And then I was just like...
I remembered he had an avatar.
He had it in the avatar. And it's in the chat again, yeah. But I was just like... I couldn't remember that until you pointed it out. But I was just like, there's no reason for me to assume he's got...
And there isn't, except for that you have seen him with one.
Well, and the fact
albeit a cartoon-like one.
Yeah, but it was just the fact that he was in the States. I was like, he's got a moustache because he lives in the States now. I don't know why. And it was him. Yeah, that was fun. Anyway, I wasn't that bad at the game. I got most of them right quite quickly.
Fair enough.
McIntyre hanging it around the outside here, trying to get the move done on Pepper. He's got to the inside, but that's going to be the outside for the next corner.
And he said he didn't like the car because it's just so different to everything else that he's driven. But yeah.
Yeah, he's good with it. It's tough to pass James though. James does drive with his elbows very out.
Oh, he's got some side by side as well here.
Yeah. Green doing battle with Jacob Klein. Chalcraft says, the SF light does sound like balls though. I would love them to throw a GB3 into the mix with the MSV connections. Their new car sounds great. It's the Yaris Sport engine in these, isn't it? I think.
Oh, here comes Pete again. Yeah, it does sound a bit like a Hoover. Oh, Pepper's pitting, so that battle is now over. As is
But he's already pitted
Kelly?
one, so is
Well-
I wonder if he's a drive route, maybe.
Possibly.
He does collect. I think it's his hobby is to collect incidents. Try stamps, James. They don't hurt your race quite so much.
So, I mean, it's pretty calm now.
Yeah.
Murphy has managed to get a bit ahead of Miller since the pit stops.
We've got 7 minutes remaining of the race and 5 laps left. We're not going to get the full laps, I don't think.
No, we'll get close, but might
Yeah,
have slightly
I think it'll be
overestimated.
Probably one shy, I reckon. Yeah. Here's Malarin. A very traditional Wizards livery, I guess we said. Nice. Nice to see it come back. Being hunted by Togo. Oh, no, Dale's. This is good. I've got the coolness. Appreciate it, though. To be hard.
I'm just chuffed about the amount of chat we've had.
Yeah, it's great. Dan says he feels like Pete didn't even tell us he had a battle with James. It's exciting to witness. Yeah, it was a really cracking race they had all race long. With Matt in the mix, John Kirk as well. Winslade, loads of good drivers in there. Good stuff. There's a big lock up into T1, just behind McIntyre.
When are iRacing going to model flat spots, huh?
That would be exciting, wouldn't it? Be horrible in VR though.
It'd be horrible with the direct drive wheel and in VR.
Yeah. Well, the IndyCar coming back. Matt Pearce making a move then into lake descent on McIntyre. Gets the job done. Very nicely done. And we have clicked over the 40-minute mark. Just 5 minutes left of this race. And it's been a really good opening too this season. Only that was sort of one big pile. Apart from that, we've had a lot of clean racing.
Yep.
The odd car on the roof, but in general, very, very good.
I've been pleased with the standard of the racing, for sure.
Aside from the other night,
Say, Ward, so Leibold must have pitted again. Ward is now back into second, and we've got White in third. Ward is only 2 seconds off Shep. Doesn't have long to catch him. That's what their last lap times were like.
yeah, Chris White up there in P3 in silver.
Not really
as well.
seen him, have we? He's kind of just quietly gone up the order.
No, we saw it. Yeah, literally saw him in the opening lap or so, and that was it.
Let's have a look at him. That new livery.
There he is.
Yeah, so Ward took out about half a second out of Shep last lap, so it's not bad.
Maybe we should be watching those guys just up the road then.
Well, there is a closer battle at the moment. We've got two Malarin and
That's
Tove very close.
And this is for the podium. So
This
maybe,
is
yeah.
for the podium, and I think that's just the closest. If Ward manages to catch up to Shep, we'll switch to that as well.
Mm.
Yeah, this is a massive tow at this point. He's got to make a move here.
Yeah.
Is he going to get him before? No, they're literally, it's great. They come into the corner side by side, so it's all about who's brave.
Popped off track to
Nice
take. Oh,
cut
look
back.
at that. Oh, nice, yeah. Laren's another one who does drive brilliantly defensively. John Cook showing red. Long red,
Yeah, he's
actually, as
dropping
well.
down.
And Chris White.
Slight no damage by the looks of it, but he is, yeah.
Yeah, looks like he's
Cover
made a
it.
mistake going south. We're probably quite the same up the road there, isn't it?
Yeah, we're not that far behind him. Okay, is Cho going to defend to the inside or not bother? Because look at that toe.
It's a mental toe.
Okay, he holds the inside.
And look at that, just drifting out, putting Toby, forcing him out wide. That was very close to contact. Round the
Around the
outside.
outside.
Goes Toby. Brilliantly done.
But you've got to predict that Malarin's going to make another move at the end of this straight. And they're just swapping
Yeah.
positions back and forth.
Yeah, Tove's already gone defensive before he got onto the straight.
He did leave almost a Chur-sized gap to the inside if Chur really wanted it, but he's gone for the outside.
Now this is really cool. We're into the last 2 minutes. There's only 2 minutes left of this race. Probably a lap and a half left.
Yeah, about that. Not long to go.
At front, 1.2 seconds is the
Oh,
gap from
what's
Miller.
the contact there? If not, then
Thank you, outside, Jack.
it's like Meesters is letting Zach past. I thought they were opposing stables.
Yeah. I guess Rich is in bronze, so he's not too worried about Zach coming through.
Well, they are in the top 20, so that is points.
Yeah. Here we go then.
Round
Lauren now
4 or
in-
something.
Yeah. Lauren with the draft then as they come up to complete this lap and head on to the white flag lap, I would think.
Doesn't win a fight and lose it.
Lauren's gone to the outside and he's ahead even before T1.
Must have got an extra run out of this young cow.
Yeah. So Tove's basically got
Oh.
to do it.
Sounded like he'd lost a gear there. Missed a gear, because look how far he's dropped back.
Yeah, that's a shame. Because this is literally the last opportunity, I think.
Yeah, I think Murphy's probably got it in the... Oh, he's in traffic, but Miller is not really in striking distance, is he?
No. Tove and Miller are both off track there at T4. Unless he can banzai into here, which is where Winslade had the argy-bargy with Pierce earlier.
So we got Murphy here leading, and then we got Shep, who's about 7/10 ahead of Ward. It's going to be a bit of a lunge if Ward's to do anything from here, but it's possible.
Yeah,
And
it's
then-
feeling tight for Shep though in his cockpit.
And then Meesters has got it pretty much wrapped up here in bronze. He's about 6 seconds clear of second place Winslade.
Well, recovery drive for Winslade then.
It's indeed, since he was pretty much last at end of lap 2.
Up into the top 20. That's quite a decent recovery.
I mean, if all the drivers behave, it looks like we're just going to have a run to the line. There you
go.
go, there's your winner. Alex Murphy, followed by Mr. Miller, last year's champion. And in third place, some way back, holding off Blake, is Chumalaran.
Yeah, congratulations to Alex, to Rob and Tor. Fabulous race between Tor and Blake there at the flag. Commiserations to... It seems weird to say commiserations to Blake for a P4, but yeah, I know he'd love to have had a podium there.
I'm sure he enjoyed the battle.
Yeah, indeed. But he lit up the prime season last season when he joined us in the IndyCar, picking up wins and stuff. So yeah, Blake is definitely a talent in single seaters. Michael Messenger in P5, Stephen Hurd, fabulous job there in P6 as well.
So yeah, Shep and Ward and Leibold make the silver podium.
Yeah, congratulations to those guys.
Maxwell.
Bet Shep's delighted with that one.
And then you've got Meesters right behind Zach,
Hell yeah.
taking the win for bronze.
Yeah. Well done, Rich. Great job, mate. There he is.
Winslade actually was pretty
thought
close
you
to
were
the
going
leader
left.
as well.
Yeah, that's a pretty decent recovery job. That was
Oh,
it.
someone's engine just went there.
Hey,
and
look,
there's
Nice recovery.
Kelly, Mark Kelly, he's third place.
I did not have a good
See, Mark Kelly, I think he's the one to watch for this season. He's very rapid indeed. I mean, to recover from that,
I got
he,
you. I'm
he was
going to
involved
the
in that T1 pileup. And to be that close at the line, I think that's a pretty decent effort.
Indeed.
Celebrating down the, is it the Ripper Plaster, that straight called?
Indeed. So, I think we're pretty much finished. It's time to have a look at the results, I guess. Hopefully this background music will work. So hopefully they can hear that on the stream. If it's too loud, just say and I'll turn it off. So yeah, results for the race are as follows. Take it away.
So Alex
It's all
Murphy
good, Daniel,
wins
don't worry.
at Interlagos from Rob Miller and Tourmalin rounding out the
It's
podium.
all fun in the end of the
Then we
day.
have Blake Tovey, Michael Messenger, Stephen Hurd, Zhao Tomei, Gavin Kelly, Stephen Maxwell, Philip Miles and Russell Bright in P11. Then we had Henry Shepherd winning in silver ahead of David Ward and
I
Zachary
can show you
Leibold.
that actually separately.
Why not indeed? Yeah, there we go. Henry Shepherd wins from David Ward and Zachary Leibold, third on the podium. Chris White, good job in P4 ahead of Daniel Bond, Mark Brown, Matt Pearce, John Cook and Ewan Manningham.
And then bronze.
Rich Meesters picks up the win ahead of Gareth Winslade, Mark Kelly, and then we had James Pepper, Peter McIntyre, Steve Pepper, Jacob Klein, Kevin Cocco and Frank Cocco.
Yeah, the music's broken.
Sadness.
Stuff to look forward to next time.
Yeah. Some brilliant racing there for all, the podiums of all three splits was very, very close indeed, you have to say.
I guess,
Makes
I
me feel-
mean, probably no point showing the championship because it's just what we've just seen, but there we go. Rob obviously getting an extra point for fastest lap and an extra point for pole, so slightly reducing the lead that Murphy got there.
Yeah, and obviously it's just going to be down to how many races Murphy is missing. Otherwise, we are probably looking at a battle between Miller, Malarin, Tovey, Messenger, Hurd, and
Yeah,
was it
maybe the other
Greening?
risk is as well Ettridge and Greening, as you say,
Yeah,
if they get the clean race, and then yeah, I think it's anyone's game in silver. There's a lot
it's
of
very close.
llamas chasing Shepherd there.
I think Matt's going to be very rapid for the rest of the season. You have to keep an eye on him. He did qualify right at the back of the grid, so to come up through the grid like that was a very good job. Did have a spin on cold tyres as well. And yeah, bronze, hugely exciting. Actually, I'm really, really excited to see what happens this season here. Rich picking up the win, obviously, but yeah, Kelly Innes when he comes back, keep an eye on him. And Chris Forrester as well. Yeah, lots of drivers.
I don't know if I fixed the music. Maybe they want to just in chat. No. Okay. Cool. People saying good job in the stream. So that is pretty much it. We don't know where we're heading to next. So I guess we need to say bye bye and see you in.
Yeah, thanks
3
everyone
weeks.
for watching. Yeah, hope you've all enjoyed it. And yeah, still, oh, there is music apparently.
Okay,
very,
cool.
very loud.
I've muted it now. I think the issue was it was like minus 50 decibels, so I changed it to minus 20, and that possibly made it go too loud.
Yeah, I hope you all enjoyed it. Please do give us a like because it's greatly appreciated. And we'll see you next Thursday for Sprint Round 1. Cheers, guys. Bye.